Many Egbas by divine appointment have in contemporary times risen to the highest administrative post in Nigeria, both in the military and democratic dispensation. The most notable is Chief MKO Abiola. Dr. Tunde Bakare was called to the bar in 1981 and later practiced law in the prestigious chambers of the colossal Chief Gani Fawemi and also Rotimi Williams and Co. He later established his own law firm, Tunde Bakare & Co. in October 1984. In May 1988, after divine visitation, he was called into the ministry and later founded the Latter Rain Assembly, End Time Church, where he's currently the serving overseer. In recognition of his years of exploits and global impact in ministry, he was honored with a Doctor of Ministry degree by the Indiana Christian University, USA in 1995. He presides over Global Apostolic Impact Network, a network of churches, ministries, and kingdom businesses committed to advancing the kingdom of God on earth. Dr. Bakare is also the president of the Latter Rain Ministries, Atlanta, USA, a ministry committed to returning today's church to scriptural pattern. In 2007, he established the International Center for Reconstruction and Development, ICRD, a knowledge industry think tank devoted to re-engineering the social, economic, and political landscape of Nigeria in particular and Africa in general. In line with his deep conviction of the synergy between state and religion, Dr. Tunde Bakare became deeply disgusted with the downward spiral of the Nigerian nation state. Dr. Bakare entered into the realm of street activism by convening the Save Nigeria Group, SNG. This is a coalition of pro-democracy groups and individuals with a clear mandate to promote political knowledge and participation of the Nigerian citizens through strategic activities. After decades of speaking truth to power and standing on the side of the oppressed, Dr. Bakare has thus extended the frontiers of his political activism in a bid to save Nigeria, to change Nigeria, and to make Nigeria great again in our lifetime. Today, Dr. Tunde Bakare stands shoulder to shoulder with one of Nigeria's most dynamic leaders, who is also a highly devoted Muslim, General Muhammadu Buhari, in a quest to raise Nigeria from the ashes.
CPC, Nigeria. The PDP started in 1998 as a collection of well-meaning but strange bedfellows to ensure that the military left power. And I think those that started the PDP had the best of intentions. But along the lines, many things went wrong. The PDP today, or People's Democratic Party, does not respect the people and is not democratic. The PDP of today should rename itself the Governor's Dictatorship Party, because that's what it is. In 2007, we left office. We handed over to the incoming PDP administration $23 billion in the excess crude account. Today, there is less than $300 million in that account. We handed over $51 billion of reserves. Today, there is about $30 billion in the reserve account. The exchange rate was 125 naira to the dollar. Today is 155 naira to the dollar. We were generating 3,200 megawatts of electricity. Today, we are generating less than 3,000. In 4 years, the Yar'Adua-Jonathan administration have collected $200 billion and have squandered it with nothing to show for it. The contracts that were awarded rather late to build 7 power stations, to build a new rail system for Nigeria have all been suspended. And last week I learned that the power stations being built in the Niger Delta are now going to cost $7 billion more. So in addition to all that has been spent, we're spending another $7 billion because the contracts were suspended for the past 4 years.
Across the nations of the earth, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Yemen, in Jordan, now in Libya, a wind is blowing. And for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, that wind of change is the will of the people versus the power of incumbents. I was told a lie that I want you to understand that is a lie. One prominent politician in the MPN days said it's only in Nigeria that when you begin to travel towards the north, the population begins to increase. In any other part of West Africa, the population thins down because of so much desert. I had been to the campaign with General Muhammadu Buhari. The people you see are not ghosts. They are real human beings. And they come in their thousands and hundreds of thousands because they believe this is the man with a message of change. We didn't hire them, we didn't give them money, just as nobody hired you this money to come into this place. We simply put one advert in the newspaper and we began to tell people, come and hear the message of change that we have for you. The population of the north is dense. I saw those young people with my eyes. Many times General could not come out of the car. Any right-thinking government, we know that the reason for the uprising of people is because they feel economically excluded. Any government that will steer Nigeria aright must create jobs and jobs and jobs and jobs and more jobs. How are we going to do it? A CPC government is not going to go to the west, to the east, to the north, to the south, by the grace of God, and because people have been assembled in this nation to help this purpose of change, we will do it within our country. We will seek expertise where we don't have, but we are not going to go borrowing and heavily tax Nigerians again, but we will create jobs. Hallelujah.
Okay, 1, 2. Muhammad Buhari. Tell me something very lovely. I see my president. Don't forget that you was 2011 Nigeria ready for Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari. Okay, Buhari, the only man that came with the plan, the blueprint for my country stand, the man with the vision, yes we all can. Life and education, blueprints all across the nation, constant fuel in all these nations, no more stress for people praise on. Yeah, here every dream, the runners for the war, that's so Hey, Nigerians got the more man on the scene. 2011, let's get real. Buhari, tell me something where you don't feel good. I see, my friends in gold. So, no forgetting to vote. 2011, Nigeria ready for Buhari. Muhammad Buhari, Muhammad Buhari, Muhammad Buhari, Muhammad Buhari, Muhammad Buhari, Muhammad Buhari, Muhammad Buhari. Shugaban kasa shi ne Buhari. Buhari. Shugaban kasa shi ne Buhari. Muhammad Buhari, my president. Shugaban kasa ne, shugaban kasa. Tell me something where I make it do.
After being head of state, I am sure I could easily have retired into a life of comfort and ease as an elder statesman, as a contractor, or as a beneficiary of any one of the nation's many generous offerings. But that's not what I wish to do with my life. And so, if I don't take any of these alternative courses of action, it would be clear that I am not in this for the love of office or pursuit after